in the beginning, we were a seed, sown by invisible hands in mother's fertile belly like a pulsing dream. Placed and planted in primordial waters, rising sons and daughters of moon, gradually growing inside a small cocoon, surrounded by water and blood and salt our kin. Every beat of her heart making ripples like syncopated vibrations across our developing skin. Pressed against the lips of a mystery enmeshed, some other world must have gifted us this breath and woven us a cord made of flesh, a naval passage, a rite of passage, a gateway, an ancient web, a source of original nourishment through which we went. Wrapped inside a medicine sack of myth and melody, it's as if inside her hips we were shaped by memory, fertilized by the unseen, watered by the universe to birth Earth alliance. We would bloom from mother's womb like sound from silence. How far back do I have to dig in order to move forward? The roots of my family tree seem to reach further than my eyes can follow. I swallow fragments of memory in attempts to digest history. His story is only half of what I search for. In a landscape of broken shards and transplanted dreams, I rummage amidst the rubble, hoping to find a thread, a photo, an heirloom object, a story, a song, a voice, an original language to wrap my tongue around. Descendants of diaspora and dislocation, our migratory routes cover the landscape like a spider's web. 1,000 fading footprints the ancestors made sacred, but I wonder what gets left behind in migration. How much could fit in his small suitcase, hidden inside her shoe soles, behind his eyelids, inside her chest of treasures and tragedies? How many remnants could she stitch inside his trousers before leaving? Before leaving, before leaving. Upon arriving, what names got changed, ages altered, rituals replaced, values shifted? I lift this question to the outstretched sun, a question planted on the tip of my tongue, stretched like the skin of a drum between the place where I'm going and the place I came from. How far back do I have to dig in order to move forward? How far back do I have to dig in order to move forward? How far back do I have to dig in order to move forward?
My great-grandfather used to say that before a child is born, a pair of shoes should be waiting for him or her. So when my mother was pregnant with me, he looked at her and said, "Tienes un pedacito de sol en la barriga. You have a little piece of sunshine in your belly. It will be a girl." Here, I knitted these shoes for her, so she always knows how to walk. Getting cold, he's served, and he's waiting for you. You must be hungry. You must be hungry. 18 years, and is still hungry. For all those times I wasn't there to feel and see and embrace and taste. Hungry. Walk. 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 Walking between the worlds, between the visible and the invisible, between the south and the north, between the east and the west. Between my life and my death, between my past and my imaginary future, between my mother and my coming daughter, walking between my dreams and my regrets, between my light and my shadow, between my joy and my sorrow, between my understanding and my ignorance, between my mind and my heart, between my love and my fear, walking between being late and being right on time. Adjust. 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 Adjust.
If this body is a map or a story shed of gathered myths, is there a destination towards which we're traveling? In this age of extraction and distraction, it can often seem as though nature is unraveling. Another language slipping through its last lips. Another species disappears into the past with another body of water bottled in plastic, another mountain emptied of its contents. A collapsing of beehives and bank accounts, a river's last deposit. A forest dismembered limb by limb, branch by weathered branch, a colonized mind state that divides up the land in the name of progress, advance. Progress, advance. In a culture addicted to progress, I can't help but question, advance. Where are we going so quickly? If progress is a process of expansion, what gets left behind when the ground upon which we walk becomes a victim? It seems that progress is a derogatory word when used at the expense of tradition. In a time of loose ends and collapsing beliefs, progress gives way to amnesia. Chaos gets intensified. See, we were shaped and nourished by the nurturing hands of a flowering goddess. Now her body gets objectified. 1,000 mother tongues separated from their speech. Even the seasons find reasons to weep as the offspring of inherited conflicts are left in the streets, abandoned by a culture of exploitation and misplaced grief. But where is that voice from nowhere calling us back? Where inside our bodies exists the map? Footprints of a mystery that we are meant to track. For the night sky is painted black, and from her darkest moments sprout countless seeds of light. As each night, constellations of shining families, bundled in remembrance, walk an ancient road of timelessness, in migration, in movement, in cycles, in transit. For in a time of cracking and collapsing, what dreams shall be planted, like tears, like years in the making? For the power of a seed is seen in the shell that it is breaking.
Por las acequias y en remolino hacia nuestras vidas. Desde tuya viene la agüita serpenteante por las acequias y en remolino hacia nuestras vidas. De cantar Juanina y a la vez llorando, toditas mis penas se acabaron. Pachamama está de fiesta. De cantar Juanina y a la vez llorando, toditas mis penas se acabaron. Pachamama está de fiesta. Canta cantorcita, la agüita,
Some clean water, some healthy soul. I pray for the ones not yet here. You who are still dreaming yourselves alive inside our aging bones. Children of a future not our own. I pray for the ones not yet here. You are still dreaming yourselves alive inside our aging bones. I pray for the ones not yet here, you who are still dreaming yourselves alive inside our aging bones. Children of the future, not our own, inheritors of lineage and legacy. May we leave you something of worth, some clean water, some healthy ground, some meaningful symbols and sounds, some place with less walls and wars and more justice and kinship. Bismillah Rahman Rahim, calling for a witness. The past asks for forgiveness, calling for a witness. The past asks for forgiveness, calling for a witness. The past asks for forgiveness, calling for a witness. The past asks for forgiveness. Past and present and future to be. Come, circle around the base of this tree. Gather your songs and collect your seeds from across these lands and across these seas, with all of our colors and all of our creeds, for what we have given and what we've received. From the phenomenal world to the one that's unseen. In the name of all that is gained and all that is lost. In the names of all those who have seen borders crossed. In the name of redwood, sycamore, cedar, and oak. In the name of fire, wood, water, and smoke. In the name of all that is rising and all that is fallen. For those yet unborn and the ancient ones calling, let our stories be sung. Let our grief be unmasked. Let our tears be hydration for that which we mourn. For every midwife knows that not until a mother's womb has softened from the pain of labor will a way unfold and an infant be born. I will celebrate your birth as I commemorate my own and water every seed like an ancient stock of corn till we remember what's dismembered and mend what is torn. I will celebrate your birth as I commemorate my own and water every seed like an ancient stock of corn till we remember what's dismembered and mend what is torn. I will celebrate your birth and water every seed like an ancient stock of corn till we remember what's dismembered and mend what is torn.
I will celebrate your birth and water every seed like an ancient stock of corn till we remember what's dismembered and mend what's torn. I will celebrate your birth and water every seed like an ancient stock of corn till we remember what's dismembered and mend what's torn.